What's up everyone, Fritz here again with another live cop, and today I have footage from the Yeezy SLides drop, which was this past Monday on March 7th, and those released on Foot Stores, FNL and JD, DSG, YS, and Shopify. This drop went extremely poorly for me, and I'm going to go over the slew of reasons why I didn't have much success on the day in today's video. I'm not going to harp on this. I could blame a lot of my issues on the day on this, but I'm just going to touch on this once because I don't feel like I'd be presenting the full picture without it. I did have an order of dailies, a large order of ISPs that I was going to get from a provider, over 10K of them. So obviously that played a big part in the setup that I was planning to run and had been planning for over a day or so. I found out at 1 a.m. the night before the drop, so 6 hours before Foots and FNL and all of that, 9 before Yeezy Supply, that I wasn't going to get those. So obviously I had issues with having to, scramble at that point to rearrange my setup, see what I could find, if there was anything that I could find, switch around proxy groups and all of that. Obviously a big issue. I'm not going to mention this again. But like I said, I don't think that I'd be presenting the full picture. I didn't just wake up and have everything ready to roll like I usually do. So that was definitely a major issue I had on the day. So like I said, this obviously led to a lot of problems. I definitely didn't, like I said, I didn't get any sleep. I usually try to be set up the night before so I can get some sleep and pretty much just wake up and press start. I try to have everything set up, the night before, so I'm able to sleep and be able to function like a normal human, not having stayed up for 36 straight hours. So that definitely was not a benefit for me on the day, all of that. I guess the one thing I could learn is not putting all my eggs in one basket. I don't think that that's something that's going to typically happen. Maybe I'm wrong, but like I said, just wanted to mention that on the day. Those issues definitely led to a lot of mistakes that I'll be going over soon. As far as the drops at 7 a.m. are concerned, for foot sites, I did run Valor, Noble, and Wrath. I did not end up hitting, so that was unfortunate, but the stock was very low, about a little over 1,000 per SKU. So that's usually not going to lead to much success on foot sites. So while that's unfortunate, I do understand that. On the bright side with that, AYCD AutoSolve AI, which I've been running more recently, did an outstanding job. So I'm really happy with that. I think I can scale that up a little more moving forward. So that was a plus. I'll get to some issues I had with AYCD later on in the video, but for that portion, I was relatively happy with how that went off for me. The auto solve and just getting into queue and everything, I obviously didn't convert any of those into checkouts, but I was overall fairly happy with how the drop went. Obviously, you want to get checkouts, but can't always win. For Finish Line and JD Sports, I did run Valor. I did not end up hitting. But after looking at checkout logs and just seeing pretty much no webhooks with bots, that leads me to believe that stock was just really low. So when nobody's hitting, there's not much that I can do about that. So that was unfortunate, but that was the case with Finish Line and JD Sports on the day. DSG also dropped at 7 a.m. I did run StormeIO on there. I did have some success on that, so that was good. I got 3 checkouts, one of them logged, and then I did have 2 people that I ran ACO for tell me that they got checkouts. So I did end up with 3 on the day. So I was happy with that. I was a little disappointed because I believed it Cook Group a little too quickly, that they were out of stock, and I shut down like 80% of my tasks and left 20% running. I left my live tasks running, and they ended up hitting. So I restarted the other tasks, but at that point it's a little too late. So I was disappointed in retrospect that I didn't keep all the other task groups running. I feel like I probably would have hit a good amount of more pairs, but that's just something to consider and for something me to remember moving forward, to just let those run a little longer. Like I mentioned, the proxies that worked for me on DSG were live. Those worked last time that I ran as well, so I'll keep doing that. Diamond seemed to work well, and it was also good that I did see that Access's ISPs did work on DSG, so I'm going to remember that in the future, and when I get ISPs for dailies on Yeezy Supply, I can also run them on DSG, so that's definitely a plus moving forward. So all in all, I ended up hitting 3 at the morning at 7 a.m. and I'm okay with that. And I'd be really okay with it if I was following up that with a lot of checkouts on Yeezy Supply. That was not the case. I got 0 pairs on Yeezy Supply today. I know. So with that being the case, obviously I had a lot of issues and problems on the day with my setup, and I'll start going over those one by one now. My first issue was the continued Gmail issues that I'm having with Valor. I'm getting the bad harvester notification in there, and And I just really can't quite seem over the past 2 drops to get solvers in there that are doing well. Obviously the drop before I did fine, but this drop I really had some issues. So I want to make it clear too that Valor cooked. So I'm not in here saying that Valor didn't cook. People did well with Gmails. It's something that I did wrong. So that was the first issue that I did have. My Gmails just weren't getting me past Splash, right? So with Valor, I did have issues with that on the day. But going into that in more detail, with the Gmails, I have been getting those bad harvester notifications from Valor in my webhooks. I have been then going in and trying to switch those out. I've done that over the past 2 drops and it hasn't seemed to work well. You will also see me in the video eventually trying to switch Valor to AYCD. That didn't work either. So I'm looking at a couple things. I'm looking at when I'm logging into the YouTube initially, trying not to do that the same day that I'm logging into it on AYCD for the same day because I just bought new Gmails. So I'm looking at a couple things, but like I said, Valor's cooking. So I need to look at specifics on what I'm doing with my Gmails, when I'm doing it, and I'm gonna just look at that moving forward, and hopefully I'm able to fix that because that's been a big issue for me. And when I have those bad Gmails in Valor, Valor doesn't cook. And Valor's the best bot I have for Yeezy Supply, so I definitely need to get that figured out moving forward. And like I said, I'm not running one instance of Valor. This happened on 5 Valors, so clearly I'm doing something wrong. I do need to look at that, but that, I ran through 10 Gmails on that, and they all seem to be 1-clicks within AYCD. I know that that's starting to be something that people are talking about, that just because it says 1-click doesn't mean that it's going to last for very long and get you past Splash just over and over again. So that is something, like I said, that I really need to look at, but it's not like this happened on one of them. This happened 10 times for me because I tried to switch the initial Gmail once and then tried to switch them all to AYCD. So you will see me scrambling and doing that in the video today. Obviously, you want to get your tasks started and just rolling, and that didn't happen for me on the day, and that really threw off my setup. So that explains the issues that I was having with Valor. Not good, right? Obviously, I'm running several instances. I want to hit with that. That's not good off the start. Now, in my, flurry to get ready for the drop and my scramble to try to get everything ready, I did mess up a big thing with AYCD. I did not turn AI off before I got into the Yeezy Supply drop. And after my after my harvester had solved a couple captchas, they started to go bad. I needed to turn that off, and just, again, in the mess that was this morning, or that morning, I forgot to do that. So that messed up everything I was doing with Wrath, both of my nobles, and Whatbot. So I had to shut that down. I had to start that over. I had to start all of those tasks over. And at that point, it was, the drop had started. It was a mess. I'm going to show you all everything, but it was a mess for me. I definitely messed up a lot of things. I was trying to run a lot. Sometimes you make mistakes. So I just need to kind of learn from that, fix that moving forward. But that was really disappointing on the day because, I could have lived with maybe Valor not working, but just across the board, none of my bots were working pretty much because those 3, Noble, Whatbot, and Wrath were all hooked up to AYCD, and I had to shut that down, restart it. At that point, those Gmails had already been kind of crushed. So, it was a bad day for me. We'll leave it at that. So, like I said, you're going to see in the footage today that it's pretty much just me running around trying to fix things. It doesn't go very well, but you will see that in the footage. Typically, when you see a good drop that I've run, you press start, things get in queue, things go well. That wasn't today. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is the first goose egg that I've posted on YouTube since I really started posting. I think this is my 20th live cop. So, I did hit, like I said, I did hit 3 on the morning. But for the most part, this is a goose egg. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's something it's not. I thought I was going to hit over 50 pairs. So that is quite the letdown. But, that's part of the game, and it's just something you got to deal with if you're going to be in this for a while and you're going to succeed long-term in botting. Now, one might say, how on earth could you think you were going to hit 50 and hit 0 on Yeezy Supply? Like I said, again, long story short, a couple things really didn't go my way, and I made a lot of mistakes. The proxy situation in the morning did not kick the day off well, and then running the largest setup that I had ever tried to run on no sleep led to a lot of mistakes, which I went into detail earlier on in this video. I was anticipating running about 25,000 tasks. I did not end up running quite that much because, like I said, with the proxy situation, but I'm not going to sit here and act like this is something I've done before and that there's no part for me to play in this. That was something, like I said, the most I'd ever run before. I am also going to look at, whether I need 2 AYCD auto solves at that point for that many tasks. I've run 10,000 before, close to 15,000, what have you. But I do need to look at that too, that when I'm scaling up to that level, that the resources and tools that I'm using are appropriate. But that was something too, that this was the most I'd ever run and it just didn't go well for me. And just something that I want to point out that I've pointed out before on this channel, but is just relevant here. When you are going from running like 1 bot to say running 4 or 5 bots, just because you can run 1 effectively doesn't mean that you can nail the setup for 3 or 4. Likewise, once you get to running 3 or 4 bots, it's a big jump to running 10. So that's something that, I'm not going to sit here and act like I have everything figured out. I think I'm in the top 10% of botters, working on trying to get to the top 1%. I'm not there yet, but it's just something that you need to keep in mind, right? A lot of people get upset, start blaming proxy companies, Gmails. It's a skill. And if you are continuing to progress and getting to new levels and running bigger and bigger setups, you're going to run into problems. So I really try to view this as a skill and an issue that I need to fix, because if people are running the things that I'm running and hitting, I'm doing something wrong. I also think it's valuable to mention that if you are getting into this and just starting off, you need to be prepared to fail like this. If you don't think that that is down the road for you or that's something that's going to happen, you are wrong. You need to take these opportunities to fix your setup and look at what you can improve at to get better. Again, I think a lot of people have some success or don't have success, or have success and then down the line run into changes and start blaming everything but themselves, other than learning from the mistakes that they made. So I think too, this is valuable. I think a lot of you kind of watch this and think that I have this down and there's no way that this could happen. You need to be prepared for this. You need to be, like I said, be prepared to view it as a learning experience, not as something that other companies did wrong or that you can't learn from. It is a skill you need to get better at. Like I mentioned earlier, I do post pretty much everything that I do, everything that I bought. So like I said, even though that this didn't go well, I still am going to post it. I think there's a lot that can be learned from it. So hopefully this is helpful to other people. And hopefully I will do better on Friday for the foams and on Saturday for the Oreos. As always, leave any comments, questions, or debate topics in the comment section below. I will try to get back to you as quickly as possible, as always. And if you found any of the content that I've posted entertaining or useful, please subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I post pretty much every day. Those accounts are also in the description below. And other than that, I will see you all next time. Raft's looking good. Got most of them into sleeping. So that looks like that is going well. And this looks like it's going pretty well. So that's good. I would like, this is the best it looks like for me right now. Okay, we're getting into sleeping, that's good. So we're starting to see that across all of my task group, so that is good. This is the last one to start and the last one getting in, so that's not bad. As far as what do we got here? Waiting in queue it. Okay, so we're getting into queue it. Monitors picked up, picked up, picked up, picked up, picked up. All right, then we got. Okay, so this is good. 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 Very good. We're looking solid, getting into queue. Okay, so I like to see. Alright, and we're starting to get my last ones in. That's good. Very good to see. Oculus didn't work for me. SPs, I was trying them out. For foots, they didn't seem to work. That's all good. Looking good, looking good. Again, we're looking good here across the board. Alright, let's see what we got today. I'm gonna open up my solvers for JD. Alright, got them over there. Be ready here. This is all I need. Alright, here we go. We got everything running. We got Stormy is getting in queue, so that's not bad. Looks like we're off and running. Off and running. Alright, let's get it. Waiting for capture, that's not good. Let's see what we got here. Still getting used to this bot. What's that mean? 1 in cart? Yeah. Ah, 1 past queue. Okay, well, that's not the best. Alright, what do we got going on here? We've got out of stock already. That's no fun. Alright, these are moving along well. Over here. FNL should start rolling in a second. We seeing anything pick up? Not really. In queue, in carting. Okay. Got 1 in cart on Wrath. Okay, let's go Wrath. Alright. Nothing yet. We shall see how this goes. Nothing carted yet on Valor. Okay, we do have some cooking along pretty well. Let me see how my auto solve is looking. Gotta keep up with this. Oh. Sorry, you guys are gonna hear my cat whining. Alright, let's see. We still don't have anything carded on Valor. That's not good. It's unfortunate. Stormy. Got 1 past queue, so that's shitty. Let's see what we got in the group. Anything yet? Queued. Queued, not yet. Okay. DSG. Nothing yet. Okay, it's okay. So I got carjacked on Wrath. Alright, passing for live dicks. Let's see, that'd be great if we could get a checkout and get the day kicked off. Break the ice. Nothing yet on Valor. That's shitty. Out of stock already. What? That can't be the case. DSG still at just 2 here. In queue. Okay, so, you know, we'll see. Let me see how my auto solve's doing. Three. Okay, come on, punch 1 through live. Give me a pure. Give me 1 on the day. Give me 1 on the day. Let's go break the ice. Nothing in Valor. That's disappointing. I mean, I know the stock was low, but what's Valor got to say? Anything? Nothing. Okay, well, we're making progress with live and pure. Love to get a checkout. Love to get a checkout. Wrath, nothing for me. Okay. Valor could pop off on FNL still. That'd be great. Not looking so hot on DSG. Oh my God, come on, we got 6 past Q on DSG. Let's mess with this, let's see. Let this run. Might be shutting down foots in a second here. It just doesn't look like anything's happening for us today. That's okay. Man, I got 7 past Q right now with this. I really need one of these to punch through. That'd be great. Wow. Okay. Not over yet. Not looking good though. Geez, all alive. All live pure. Very interesting. No carts yet here. Do this one more time. At least they did us quick. That wasn't fun, but you know, you want a quick death if you're gonna not do well. You don't want it to drag on. So, man, okay, what's this? We got one carded. Okay, let's go DSG. Where's this card? Getting checkout. Let's go. Let's go. Give me one. Mob, give me one. DSG out of stock. Hey, and your boy is on the board today. Woo! Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. We got one. Come on, Stormy. Punch me one through. Punch me a couple more. Alright, so we are out right now. 25 minutes from Yeezy Supply. The morning has been a mess. You know, I didn't mention in the first part just because I was in it. And I've been setting up all night. Didn't sleep any. So I had some issues with the dailies that I was going to get, which was a big problem. So I've been scrambling all night trying to get some proxies. Running a lot more residentials today than typically. Some of the names are going to be a little misplaced on proxies and such, but we will see what we can do. Several thousand ISPs I was going to get didn't come through, but we will do the best we can. And you know, we're about to open up some of our solver windows and we will see how today goes. Okay. All right, we're off and running. Let's see how our captures are doing. Our captures are solving. We solved 18. Okay. That's going to be what it's going to be. These look to be doing well. Good. Okay, good. Okay. Good. All right, we're looking good. We've got stuff in waiting for sale just across the board. That is a plus. We are solving, struggling to get in queue. Let's see what people are saying.
your auto solve doing right now?
So far, so good. I only solved 43 captchas out of like 5,000 tasks.
Okay, yeah, I don't have too many. I got 37, yeah.
Yeah, like almost all my tasks in Noble are waiting for sale. So I only have like 280 tasks or cards. So pretty good. I mean, even though one click is the primary thing no matter what, so.
Oh no.
What?
I might have just torched a bunch of Gmails.
How?
I might have just ran them on AI auto solve my one clicks. Oh.
Nah, it doesn't work that. It doesn't work that. Your one clicks are what it uses for the V3 or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It like, whenever you start auto solve, the thing will alert, the service will say one click is primary no matter what. So.
You guys passing splash at all?
I don't know.
You are?
Yeah. Check out failures.
Yeah, I'm coming up with AYCD auto solve today.
You can't restart it.
You think I should restart them all?
Better a couple minutes late than having the whole job been fucked.
How you guys doing? Definitely got AYCD off the bat. That's not good. You got two, nice. Yeah. 'Cause I'm not doing shit right now.
I have about 2/3 of my task right now on fetching homepage. Damn,
Yeah, that's not good.
this site is fucked. This
This is crazy. This is wild. So I'm usually quite chatty. This is interesting. Is not having a good day. Fuck auto solve off the bat. Oh, that was tough. Mm. Wow. Man.
I guess. Do you know what envelope parameters means on
Valor?
Noble?
I think it means something's wrong with the profile.
Interesting.
Might be zip in, I'm not sure. Alright. Usually, like I was saying, you hear me quite chatty. I gotta look at a lot of my setup. Just when I think I've got this down. There's your curveball. So, we'll see. Gotta look at everything. Very tough. This is like one of the biggest things I think people struggle with in this is you can lose a lot of money. I mean, you can make a lot of money on drops too. I mean, I've had a very good run lately, but this is tough, man. Like this is really tough. So you know, I will look at my setup, look at what other people did that were successful, and I think I just really fucked up with AYCD off the bat. Valor obviously didn't do well for me. I need to look at that, but yeah, long night, no sleep. You'll have heard me talk about what happened heading into this drop, so I didn't really have my full setup at all, but you know, not making any excuses, but today obviously did not go that well, so I post everything that goes on, so you see this too, but you know, I'll be back on next weekend for the Onyx, the foams and the what up?
Good, y'all. How y'all do so far?
Awful.
Yeah, I mean, well, fucking after arbitrator, I'm fucked up today.
Yeah, man, that was tough. That was very tough.
Did you hit any?
I got 3 this morning. I didn't hit any on Yeezy Supply. Tough fucking day. Jeez.
They got me doing this shit on the fucking road, man. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, oof. This is tough. Sheesh.
Do we know what the stock numbers are looking like, or?
I think it was supposed to be pretty big. I don't know if that was not true or what the deal was.
Yeah, definitely don't seem like it's true.
I gotta regroup. Look at what the fuck happened today.
The next drop is the right?
What is it? The